I've announced some of the greats in this business as champions with a signature word. From San Martino to Backlund to Hogan to Flair to Bret Hart to The Rock to Austin to Triple H to The Undertaker to Shawn Michaels to John Cena and many more, I wanted to make their ascension to the throne memorable and remembered by how I announced their win. Well, tonight, I'm going to steal a page from my playbook, if I may. Ladies and gentlemen, I, the Think, Howard Finkel, am a new inductee into WWE's Hall of Fame class of 2009. Thank you very much.
This is not me. A brand new show. But with the same faces you know. This is the moment when the dawn breaks. Starting from scratch. The curtain goes up. We're here. This is the dawn of a new era. To Ramble. Welcome to a new era of podcasting. This is Ramblers Unleashed.
Hope you are doing well in a time where we are just staying at home, boarding our houses up damn near. It's been a weird time, man, especially now with everything that's going on. Wednesday was a bad day. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to it. Yet again, another episode of Ramblers Unleashed. I am Dizzy alongside the Baron and Mr. Max Mages down there at the very bottom of the screen. What's going on, fellas? How you doing?
Doing all right.
Good. Are we staying at home? Are we going nuts yet? Are we driving ourselves nuts?
I haven't hit there yet.
You haven't.
I know Max definitely hasn't, but I'm like, I think this was a week that's going to brew up to the following week. That's going to be like, oh boy, I'm ready to get out of here, do something. But
I know. I mean, you can still go outside. You could still go outside.
I'm going outside, obviously,
and take a walk or something.
I'm saying branching out to the outer world. I don't know what is out there for me anymore. I'm nervous.
He's scared, folks.
I'm scared.
He's scared.
So I have an idea that might help with that. Dizzy shared an article this week that he and I had a little bit of a difference of opinion on.
Okay.
I feel like whatever helps people and stimulates the economy is what they should spend the stimulus check on. Dizzy thought some of the stuff that they spent money on was irresponsible.
So,
however, hold on, let me finish
all right, finish your thing.
If it makes you feel better, Baron, why don't you go order one of them cannons once your stimulus clears, put it on the roof, and fire it off every day at noon?
That sounds good. I mean, sounds like a good time.
So with their stimulus checks, apparently people are buying guns, tigers.
Are you talking about that post I shared?
Yeah,
did I share one the other day? Yeah,
stripper
the dildos
and dildos. Yeah.
Hey.
Well, okay, I understand guns. Totally understand guns. Tigers, I don't really get. Stripper poles and dildos. What are we doing? Are we trying to are we trying to reproduce here? I don't understand what's going on.
Trying to be like Joe Exotic.
I know.
I want to buy dildos.
I know. Did you guys did you watch the TMZ investigation on Joe Exotic?
I haven't because I can't say on TMZ.
Oh man, I can't. You know what? I don't really care for TMZ either. But that was pretty good. It was pretty comical. They talked to as many people as they could from the show. Obviously, Carol Baskin wasn't there. Obviously, Joe Exotic, he wasn't there. He couldn't get on an interview with them. But it was pretty good. It definitely opened up a new door to the whole Joe Exotic Tiger King pandemic. We've got two pandemics going on. I mean, we got COVID-19 and we got Tiger King.
Yeah, that ain't no lie.
I should get like a Carol Baskin soundbite for the clip here, for the clip machine
Carol
here.
Carol
Baskin. My wife and I were singing that the other day. We were driving around.
I watched the Netflix one, the 8th episode they did with the interview with
Joel McHale.
Yeah, I could sit there and listen to Eric Owen or whatever his name is, the long blonde hair guy.
He's
just
cool.
Talk for an hour long.
Yeah, I want to buy him a beer.
Yeah, a beer and maybe a little bit of meth and see what the conversation leads to.
He never did meth though. He never did it.
Yeah,
he never smoked meth.
Yeah, I've never smoked a cigarette in my life either.
Oh boy, that is true, sir. All right, so we got a lot of things to cover tonight. Obviously, if you live in Illinois or wherever, the neighboring states around Illinois has finally decided to follow suit, and they have canceled school for, well, they haven't really canceled school. They canceled in-person learning for the rest of the year. If you're in Illinois, which we knew it was coming, we just didn't know when, and we don't know why it took so long for our governor to finally cancel it, but he did, and that's where we're at. So no more school.
I think that's pretty consistent on all states. I want to say they're probably to that point now, aren't they?
I think they're getting to that point.
Max, is the school bus still coming to pick you up in the afternoon, in the morning?
It's the short bus, though. It's the short bus.
The budget got cut even more, so now it's a school bicycle.
Oh
God!
You know what would have been more fitting is if it were the school donkey picking up the jackass. So
jackass, yeah, there you go.
Oh man, it has been a hell of a week so far for everybody, especially if you're in World Wrestling Entertainment. And I have seen so many damn articles on what's happening behind the scenes, what's going on, and so forth. Tons of people were just let go. Some of them were furloughed. So that means they can get their job back if they desire. But do you think they really have a desire to go back? Would you?
Yeah, absolutely. If I was ever on that level of athleticism and was able to travel the world, and see every single country, and do every single thing you ever wanted probably in life, I'd be more worried about, am I able to really? You know what I'm saying? Like, when would we be able to get our job back if we wanted to?
Sure.
That could be maybe next month. This could be a full year thing for a lot of these guys, because a lot of these guys are, weren't at the top of the line, so like pulling a big indie draw right now would be really hard, per se. But yeah, I'd be more worried about, can I get another job?
Well, a lot of the wrestlers I've heard are not going to the indies. They're staying away from the indies. And I think a lot of wrestlers that were let go should be picked up by AEW. So that's just my thing.
Yeah, well, we'll probably dive into who's there, and maybe we could break them down and put them in areas where we think they could go.
Yeah.
But that's everybody's assumption, since AEW is technically the next bigger brand. But if WWE is hurting, every other single company is hurting right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So I guess I should share this. I don't know.
What is?
Do you have any history of mental illness in your family? I do a podcast with Max Magus every freaking week.
That's not what it says. You read it correctly.
I'm not going to read it correctly because guess what? It's what I say.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, shut up, Max. Nobody cares about you, Max.
Everybody loves me.
Look at that big fat cheeseburger he's eating.
What's
Look
he
at that.
eating right now?
Look, it's a double cheeseburger.
Right,
dude, it's a double cheeseburger right on the air while we're sitting here having serious conversations. He's sitting there stuffing his face like normal.
Boy, that making me kind of hungry. After I just watched that, and
it's making me kind of sick. Oh my! Of course, at the beginning of the show, you heard the legendary Howard Finkel. He passed away over the week. Our thoughts and prayers going out to the family. Figured we'd pay him respects. We used to do that every time a wrestler would die or pass away or whatever the case may be on Rambling About Wrestling. But we decided to continue that, especially with Howard Finkel, man. Howard Finkel is just an absolute legend,
Yeah, absolutely.
So we decided to continue that tradition, if you will. I don't know if you can hear
his
it.
story was extremely sad. Not to like get
It was,
too,
man.
I mean, because we talked about last week. I think the Legends House it was.
Yeah, he was on Legends House.
He was on. I mean, he got picked on nonstop.
He did it, poor guy.
You felt bad for him.
I don't even know where to go watch that show anymore. Like it's not on WWE Network anymore. Do I watch it on YouTube, Max?
I don't know about that. I was going to tell a story about the Fink that I heard over since he passed.
Oh, well, if anybody in the chat knows where you can go to watch Legends at Legends House that was on WWE Network, let us know because we're really interested and we really want to know. Go ahead, Max, with your Finkel story.
It's not a Finkel story. It's actually a pretty sweet story.
I said a Finkel.
Oh, Finkel. Oh, okay.
Gosh.
So there's been a lot of talk about how he was WWE's first real employee this week.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, myself included, had no idea how that came about, I'm sure. I didn't know until I read it on, was it on Twitter? Anyway, back in the early days, WWE was looking for a venue to do a show. And apparently, they found this venue because of an employee at the venue who told his boss, hey, these guys need a place to do a show. Why don't you get them in here? So after the show was over, that guy introduced Vince McMahon to Fink and said, this is the guy that is the reason for you guys being here. Okay. He is the one that told me to bring you here, and they hired Fink because of that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. It's cool stories like that on how people get their jobs in WWE. Have you guys been watching Dark Side of the Ring?
I'm not caught up on it yet. No.
Oh, what episode are you on, dude? Because that show is legit.
Well, the last one I watched was a Benoit one.
Oh my god, dude, you've got so much.
Yeah, I know. I missed quite a few. There's just too much TV to be watched. I don't even want to get into the shit I'm watching right now.
Max, have you caught up on it?
Oh no, I
haven't. No.
But
the Owen Hart one's coming up pretty soon, ain't it?
Yes, it is. I will be watching that one. Yeah. But what I was going to say is, if we listen to everything we've learned from Dark Side of the Ring this season, we would stop blaming Carol Baskins for everything, and we would blame Vince Russo for everything.
I like that. Just saying, especially if your name is Jim Cornette.
I am so thankful every day that my name is not Jim Cornette.
I like Jim. I want to have a chat with Jim one day. Just let it all out, Jim. I just want to.
He doesn't like fans like you and I.
No, Max. He doesn't. He doesn't.
He probably would not like any of us.
Probably.
I disagree. I think he'd like Dizzy because Dizzy kisses his ass. He wouldn't like me because I tell him where to stick it.
Oh. See, I don't know. I would buy the guy a beer if he could drink. I don't know if he drinks, but whatever he drinks, I'd buy him a beer or drink or whatever the fuck, and just have a talk with him. I legit every time Jim Cornette is on TV on the show, he starts just in on Vince Russo because it's damn near every episode, and it's just great television. Yeah, I like it.
He's definitely entertaining person. After
he very
if you can get away from his like racist remarks or rants or comments or whatever it is, then he's all right. But
yeah,
he's just very old school in the wrestling.
He very much is, and that's kind of why I like him. He just tells it like it is. He believes he loves the industry.
Well,
and that's what he said on the show. He said, I love the industry, and what Vince Russo did was just annihilate it. It was a barbed wire bat that he took to the industry when he joined.
Yeah.
Not in those words, but yeah. So WWE has had quite a week. Black Wednesday was a day of reckoning, if you will. More than how many people were let go? 40? or more.
I haven't seen the exact number. I have a list, but
Yeah,
I mean that's a long list.
it
There's
is
a
a
lot on
long
that
list.
list.
Yeah,
A lot of people that I totally thought has already been released that just now got released. But I think a couple of these names have been released within the last 2 months.
Yeah.
So maybe they've been thrown into this mix.
I'd say probably not even a quarter of NXT has been released. It sucks that Mike Chioda, the referee, is gone.
Well, yeah, but he was also fighting a hell of an injury, like health
Was
issues
he?
and everything else too. Yeah, I don't think he was around wrestling much.
Wow.
He's one that would definitely get his job back if he came back tomorrow.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. Kurt Angle, Lance Storm, Michael Chunda, Dave.
I did some counting for you. 36 on-air talent have been let go.
36 on air. My God.
Yep. 3 performance center coaches.
Wow.
10 producers and 3 other staff. And amongst those producers is IRS and Fit Finley.
And Lance Storm.
Lance Storm. There's also Kurt Angle, Shane Helms, also known as Hurricane, Sean Davari, and Scott Armstrong. I'm not familiar with Scott, but
he used to be an on-air referee for a long time. Older guy with like.
And he is part of one of the better-known families in the wrestling business.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, you may know one of the members of that family as the Road Dogg.
Yeah.
Road Dogg. Yeah. We're doing. Also, a writer, Andrea Listenberger. She was let go. Josiah Williams, ring announcer for NXT, he was let go. I don't know if he was let go or furloughed. I'm not sure. But some of the big names, the on-screen talents, we'll talk about it. I guess Rusev was one of them. Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, Heath Slater. Sucks because he's got kids. Mike and Maria Kanellis, EC3, Leo Rush, Eric Young, which I'm surprised he had been fighting a injury, hadn't he? Hadn't he been injured? They
on and off, but he's been back.
Oh,
for a while.
What the hell are they doing with him, man?
Absolutely nothing. There wasn't.
Exactly.
There was nothing going on. That's a problem with this list. You know how we feel about this. We feel terrible for all of these people having to lose their jobs, but like a lot of these people were not in that position to further, their career in WWE.
Right. Yeah.
The one that really surprised me was Drake Maverick because of the fact they just announced him as part of the Cruiserweight tournament.
Mm-hmm.
While they did inform him that he will be able to do the tournament before it's official that he is gone. NXT, what I had heard 2 different things, but finally got confirmed what it is. Every member of the NXT talent list that is in this list, except for Cassius Ono and I think one other person, will be getting paid for the next 30 days, and then they can go where they like. Ono and the other person are furloughed instead of actually let go.
Okay. I saw that WWE, with all of these let goes, saved about $8 million, or maybe a little bit more. I don't know. I saw a report on that somewhere. But
it's not just the let goes though; it's the salaries too of the upper executives. They took a cut to their salaries.
Yeah.
And here's my thing about this: is what happens to Michael Cole? What happens to all the other
Cole?
No kidding. He should
Michael Cole, Saxon, and Phillips.
Yeah, Michael should walk around with this guy on.
So, I also heard last night that Slater considered the possibility of putting "On My Day Off" on that shirt too.
On my day off, I love that. He is just so smart. He is so good at this, man. I mean, fuck, he's got kids. Come on. So, it's been kind of a weird week, honestly. With all of the let goes and apparently they're trying to put money in the bank together. They're going to do it on top of the roof at Stamford, Connecticut, up top of Titan Towers.
That was something I had heard too, but I don't know about that.
It's been confirmed.
I saw pictures.
It was confirmed by WWE.
Yeah, but now something is they're not sure if they're going to be able to do it. They're probably going to do, if anything, they're probably going to do more cinematic stuff. Like
that's what I assumed they would do, more of the the Undertaker, AJ, and Compound kind of stuff. Which I'm all for, man. Go for it.
Yeah,
give us something to watch. Why not?
Yeah, sure, definitely. But I mean, we'll just have to wait and see. I know Vince. I saw a report where Vince said he was kind of tore up about all of the let goes and the furloughs and stuff like that. So maybe Vince does have a heart. I have no idea. If he does, that's impressive.
I think he's one of those people that was probably somewhere deep down inside was sad about it, but then he's got to remember that, oh, now I just let go of 36 people. Now they could be potential competitors against my brand. I think a businessman like himself is probably thinking that more so than, just let go of all these people. But
also that, and he called a lot of the people that he let go. I mean, all of the people that he let go, he called them loyal. And it's hard to find anymore. Loyal people are hard to find. One
thing that I know, and I know a lot of people talk trash on WWE in the backstage area, but anybody that's ever had an interview, unless they're disgruntled employees, obviously, which you're going to have quite a few of those, but a lot of the interviews you read, the people in the backstage they're considered family. They're all family, And I think Vince kind of fits in there in that role. He kind of has to. Because he gets a lot of respect in that backstage area.
Sure.
So I think maybe that might be where he's coming from. But then again, it's Vince McMahon. Who the fuck knows?
Who knows? It is Vince, yeah. I don't know. It's, and like I said, it's been a weird week. It's been a weird, month almost since we've been doing this whole COVID-19 stay-at-home bullshit.
I don't know. I gave up counting.
I gave up counting.
When they tell me it's time to go outside or go do stuff, I'm going to go do it.
I woke up on...
Until then, I'm staying inside.
I woke up on a Thursday of what I thought was a Tuesday, so I'm just done.
Man, we've been at this whole quarantine thing for 6 years now.
I don't
know what's wrong with you people.
Number 452 days. So many days we've been at this shit. I don't know. I'm getting kind of bored with everything. I just feel like slamming one beer after another and just waste away the day. Because why not?
Aubrey, run quick!
Yeah, my wife would kill me. She already said I was drinking too much anyway. So.
Oh no!
I know. She said you're drinking a lot lately, and I said, that's because I have nothing to do. So, I do have a question for everybody on this chat and on the chat and for you guys too. I went and got Mexican food the other night. My wife and I have been craving Mexican food because apparently everybody in the United States is craving Mexican food. I think it's just the camaraderie of getting together for unlimited chips and salsa and beer.
Or the simple fact that Mexican food is just fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, it's just fire as hell.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So we went to our local Mexican place. They have a drive-through. They have a sit-down restaurant, but they also have a drive-through in the back, which is cool as hell. Shout outs to Los Rancheros in Jacksonville, Illinois. They're not paying for this. But my question is, while I was in the drive-thru, this lady was in her car and she had a mask on. And I'm thinking to myself, why does anybody need to wear a mask if you're in your vehicle? You know what I'm saying? It's like you're in your car and you're breathing in your own hot air. It just would feel uncomfortable to me. Have you guys seen anybody driving around in a car wearing a mask?
I really haven't, because it does defeat the purpose. But then
It does.
maybe it wasn't her car. So maybe if she was having like sneezes or coughing, maybe she wanted to wear a mask that way she didn't get anything on the person's car. But to me, from everything I've read, I think that's completely pointless.
It is. It is. I mean, I was just sitting there and I said, what's the purpose of you wearing a mask? And the cops are coming to get somebody. I don't know where. Max.
I was with you guys from 2 to 4 last night.
Right.
Hey guys, gotta go.
Yeah. But I don't understand it. I would hate the fact of driving around wherever I'm going from point A to point B, wearing a mask and just breathing in my own hot air. That would just feel so uncomfortable to me.
I got to wear a mask on a bus, so why shouldn't you wear it in your car?
You got to what?
I got to wear a mask when I ride the bus to work. Why shouldn't you wear it in your car?
Buses are public transportation. I get a bus, right? I totally understand why you would want to wear it on a bus, but you're in your car, right? You're in your car. You own that car. Unless you're picking up strangers off of the side of the road, which I don't recommend you do. Unless you're doing that, you should be safe, because everybody getting in your car is already in your house. You're already around that person. Why do you need to wear a mask driving? I don't understand it.
Yeah,
well, maybe that was their like 4th time this week of having Mexican food, and maybe they have explosive like shits and farts. So the only way is to put a mask on.
That could be. I mean, that's a possibility there, Baron.
But I think, to be fair, I think, it's going to be, anytime you leave your house at this point, you're going to have a mask. So maybe people are just putting them on, just, what I'm saying, like to have them on. But I mean, the only thing I can see why she would have that on is if it wasn't her car. But despite that, she's not all there in the head. But it's going to become a normal thing, though. I think
it is going to be the norm.
Everybody walking outside of their door is going to have a mask on,
whether
it's from this or pollution in the next 5,000 years that we don't have to worry about. But
yeah, I mean, we went to the grocery store not too long ago to get some groceries, and I saw people wearing masks, which was cool. I understand that. I get that. You're practicing social distancing. You're wearing a mask. You're wearing gloves, which is cool. You're sanitizing the hell out of everything. That's great. I don't understand why you need to drive your car continuing to wear said mask. I don't know. But apparently it's becoming a viral trend now. If you don't have a mask, all you need to do is put your hoodie up, or your hood up on your hoodie, and take like one of those big glass lids for pans, and then put the pan in your hood, tie it up, and you're good to go. Have you seen that lately? No. Oh my God. Hold on. Let's see if I can Google
Where is that trending at? In Jacksonville?
That's trending on the freaking internet, man. I've seen that all over the place. If you don't have a mask, this is one thing that you can do. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, I'll call it a pan lid mask or whatever. But it's kind of like let me share my screen here real quick, because I want to show you. All right. It's kind of like this. So you have the little thing, the handle in the middle, right? But you just put that on when in under your hood.
What is this called now? A pan?
I googled pan lid mask, but it's on TikTok. It's all over the place.
Oh, okay. It's on. Okay. And that's all you had to say. It was on TikTok. I knew you were going at.
Yeah. I can't find what I'm looking for. Obviously, here we go. With your hoodie and a pot lid. So let's watch this real quick. Let's see if I can get this to play. And shout out to Z173, wherever I found this. Oh crap! Come on. Okay, obviously that's nothing. So we'll see.
So we take back our shout out to Z1073.
No, still shout out to Z1073. You're cool. Thank you for putting that up anyway. Just my internet being slow. But anyway, if you have TikTok, you know what I'm talking about. You just put a pot lid inside under, like in between your hoodie. It's just weird. It really is. So that's that.
You know, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go find this because I didn't know idea what the hell this.
I know, man.
Is, so
I wish I had. And lid, Matt. We're gonna go try this again. I don't know. Maybe my wife is watching and she can help me out. I don't know.
I think she's already known that there is no help for you.
Probably. She knew that on the day she met me.
Yeah.
On the day she met me. Let me see here.
Well, whatever you got to do to get out, have something over your face, protect yourself and others. That way we get this out of here, then everybody can go back to work safe.
Well, I mean, what do you do for fun anymore? Everything. I don't know. I'm just bored. What can I do for fun? I'm out of ideas. I'm over TV. And I'm over everything else. I just don't know what to do.
Read a book.
I like to read. I've never been a reader.
Izzy, why don't you go build a better mousetrap?
Yeah.
Build a what?
A better mousetrap.
A better mousetrap.
This world needs something, and that's what it needs. It's a better
mousetrap. I guess. What are you guys doing for fun? I know, Max, you're working. Thank you for going out there and doing what you do. But what are you guys doing for fun?
Well, instead of getting baked at 4:20 and 4:30, I've split it up in the times from 8:45 to about 11:45. Then I take a break until about 2:15, and then I take another toke about 2:45. And in between, there's some naps in there, and there's some food, and it usually gets me through my day. Obviously, like watching stuff on TV. I haven't got to that point where I'm tired of it. There's a lot of shows I've wanted to watch. Video games, obviously. I don't know. Late at night, here the last few nights, me and my mom and sister, they got a game. Oh, I wish I could remember. It's an app on the phone. Anyways, it's where we could play games on it and have our video on there. So we're all three in there.
Yeah.
And the stoner timeline. Yeah. Oh, is that Pudding Brain?
Yeah, that's Pudding Pop. What's going on, Pudding Pop? How you doing, brother?
The stoner timeline. Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
So this is a game that your sister.
I'm gonna turn my video off. Hold on.
Okay, sister and mom play a game of some sorts. Is it Farmer, like a farm thing on Facebook, or an app, or I don't know.
No, it's an app on your phone. You download. It's called House Party. Is what it's
House
called.
Party. Okay, so what do you do in House Party?
So you get on there, and you can have, I think, up to 6 people with video chat, and then there's a bunch of categories on there. You know, like categories, draw, where you can draw things. And then there's, my mom just texted me and said House Party, so that's what it is.
House Party. Your mom's watching? Nice.
Oh, she texted me. I don't know if she's watching.
Oh, damn it. You should send her the link and have her watch.
House Party currently allows up to 8 people to join a single session.
Yeah, I will say the servers are not very good. They've been kind of laggy, but there's plenty of games you can play on there. And it's pretty cool.
I may have to check that out.
Yeah, check it out. We'll do it sometime.
Yeah.
House Party, that is.
House Party. Yeah, definitely. Max, what are you doing for fun?
Let's see. I would say that I'm playing games, but instead I'm doing a podcast right now. I'm catching up on Nancy Drew, which is a series that debuted this year on CW. And whenever I can, I play World of Warcraft. I'm doing this. I'm hoping to do another random shot soon. But
how's that going?
With everything going on, we're still working the bugs out for doing it like we do it. To do what I need to with StreamYard, I'd have to pay for the subscription. Okay. And we really don't think we can afford that right now, so we're working on other options. OBS might work, but we'll see. Hopefully, I'll have we'll have a recording here soon to get edited.
Yeah, so definitely. Yeah. Are you looking to go live or what?
No, we just want to record, edit, and upload later like we have been.
Okay. Yeah. We'll talk after the show.
Okay.
We'll talk. Cool. What we're doing is watching TV. Obviously, we've been going for walks and stuff. and I hate that. I said that I didn't want to watch any more. Not that I didn't want to watch any more TV. I was just kind of over TV. But it sucks because I like the old classic shows from the 80s and the 70s and all that. So Cheers, we've been getting into Cheers on Netflix. We've been watching that. My wife found Magellan, an app on Roku and on Amazon Fire Stick. It's got a whole bunch of just documentaries on it, just random documentaries, true crime documentaries, and all sorts of neat stuff. So we watched.
What's it called?
Magellan. It's called Magellan, and we watched something about the Charlie Manson family. It was an interesting thing, but so we're trying to check that out very slowly. We've been diving into that. But we're taking walks and we downloaded some games on our phone. I've been playing the hell out of Free Cell because I used to sit and play Free Cell all the time on Windows XP. That was the jam, and listen to music. So, but that's what we do. We live an exciting life anymore. I think anybody.
I mean, yeah. I don't think you could do too much in this time.
So we've gone some places. We've taken drives and stuff like that just to get out of the house and just see a different scenery other than the four walls that we live in. But it is what it is. What are you guys doing out there on the chat? Let us know. You can hit us up. It's good to see Austin Hollis. It's good to see him, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a pudding brain or
pudding
not
pop.
It's not pudding pop.
Pudding pop.
Max, is it pudding pop? It's pudding
officially
brain.
I mean, officially, I think but we used to call him Pudding Brain.
I thought it was Pudding Pop or Pudding. I think he's got a Facebook page, an old Facebook page called Pudding Pop, but.
Right. That's why I said officially.
Austin said, not enough Budweiser in the world to get me through this pandemic. And not enough Busch Light either, brother. Not enough, man. Not enough.
Warm.
What?
Busch is better warm.
I like it cold, man. I don't know.
That makes you a necrophiliac then.
You're so weird, man. You're so weird.
Well, they tell you not to drink beer now. Isn't that the new thing that I seen pop up? Like, don't drink beer, don't smoke pot, or because everybody's staying home. Yeah, that's obviously you shouldn't put anything in your lungs, but you're telling.
Well, nothing. I mean, don't put anything foreign in your lungs, please.
Well, yeah, and
that's a PSA
anything going
from
to your
the parent.
lungs is bad. Yeah, so I'm already screwed on that one. But I seen an article about how they said to not be drinking on a daily basis because it's bad for you. Obviously, and this induces more of for the COVID-19 or whatever.
Right.
So,
yeah.
So they're going to take away the alcohol away from you.
They ain't taking my beer.
The alcohol and the pot for all those people that partake in that, which is not me. What else are you going to do after that? What if they tell you no more drinking?
So out here, when they first advised the businesses that they should limit customer interaction, liquor stores and dispensaries were not considered essential, so they told them to shut down. It took less than 24 hours for the state to go, liquor stores and dispensaries are completely essential. They're allowed to reopen.
Yeah.
That's what Illinois did. Illinois, they said, hey, we're going to shut things down for a while. And all the liquor stores bounded together and said, you know what? We're essential.
Yeah, I think by default that's
the pot dispensaries here in Illinois, they're considered essential. So,
I think a lot of those places though are doing deliveries though, so they're not actually having human interaction.
Right.
Stores,
yeah.
So they're doing delivery.
Right.
Which a lot of, I guess, bars are now doing. I see, at least in Missouri, they passed something where they're allowed to get alcohol or deliver alcohol now. I guess it is.
Apparently, and I did not know this until this whole thing started here in Colorado, it's been legal all along for alcohol to be delivered. I just didn't know that.
I like that.
So I could order Mexican for lunch Monday at work and go, you know what? Why don't you send me a margarita with my lunch?
Holla.
And it's legal.
I know if you go to the local bar here in town and get food, you can also pick up a 6-pack and take it home with you. So I don't know about deliveries, but they'll sell you a 6-pack.
Yeah, I see Hot Shots in those places. You buy something, they'll give you a 6-pack or something.
Yeah, I think that's great. I really do. I think it's great. And, it still lets people unwind. You can still – I wonder how many people sit out on their patios at night, maybe have to have like a fire going in the middle or whatever, and they're FaceTiming their friends or maybe doing a Zoom meeting. I know Zoom meetings are just hugely popular right now.
And let me just say, do not use Zoom if you can avoid it.
Yeah.
Why is that, Max? Why can we not use it?
I have actually been bombarded with messages from multiple people I know in the tech world about how Zoom is unsecure. It is open to hacker interference. People have been getting, I want to say photobombed, but it's not technically the same thing, but it's the same idea where a hacker joins your video conference. They don't secure it properly, and they don't seem to care either.
I know. I thought with a Zoom call, you had to create a password, so you can get the link, and with the link you could get the password, and then that's how you get in. I don't know. I've only used Zoom. I've only been on a Zoom call one time, and that was to see my nephew. And I wasn't there when my wife was getting the Zoom call all together and ready to go. So I don't know.
Zoom bombed. Thank you, Aubrey.
Yes, Zoom bombed. Thank you, dear.
Yeah. But if you can avoid it. Find a different streaming service to a different connection. House Party's not a bad idea right now. I've heard good things about their
House
security.
Party. Yeah, I saw that.
Well, that's what I was just talking about earlier about the games. And you're like,
I know.
what the hell's fucking on House Party?
And Baron, this is me throwing support to your suggestion.
I know. Hey, we have a. I don't know if he's ready, but we have ourselves a special guest joining us here on the call for the rest of the time being. He's a good friend of the show, very good friend to all of us, Mr. Austin Hollis. Brother, what's going on, my man?
Hey.
Thanks for joining us, man. How you doing, bro?
What the hell is going on, y'all?
What?
Holy crap.
What is
Look where
up,
we
man?
are.
How you doing, man? Good to see you, bro.
Man, what a time.
Yeah, I know you surviving out there.
Man,
or what?
Just surviving, trying to day to day.
Day to day, I hear you, bro. How you been, man? It's been a while since we talked, bro.
It's been a long time. How long's it been?
God. Can y'all still hear me?
Oh, we got some.
Oh, it's probably been a good couple. Since I've been on a show with y'all guys. I mean, man, just traveling and working like yearly. I've been doing the Royal Rumble every past 2 years in a row now.
Yeah.
So been going places and doing a lot of every time WWE comes to town, we're there. It's fun. It's just moving around a lot, traveling and getting to do a whole bunch of things, and I'm just enjoying it. I'm loving it.
Sure. How you doing with COVID-19? You keeping yourself isolated and all that?
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, with the job that I'm working right now, I am considered somewhat essential, but
Okay.
they don't need me.
They don't need me.
They don't need me. Y'all don't need me much. I mean,
Well, that's cool, man.
It's more for the fact of the job I do. We're a cleaning company, and so right as soon as they hear this and we can get this stuff cleaned up, they said, "Hey, we're gonna put y'all in here, and y'all can prevent it clean, so this doesn't happen, or clean what's here." And that's not me. That's not happening.
Yeah.
So what do you do now?
It's I do water damage restoration. We're the guys that come out, say your hot water tank or whatever floods. We come out, cut those walls, and we dry it all out.
Look at you, bro, making them moves,
All
man.
kinds of house, commercial, residential.
Making those moves, brother. That's awesome. That is awesome, man.
Yes, sir.
So you are considered an essential employee. So we thank you for everything you do, going out there to the front lines. What are some of the safety precautions that you guys have to take when you're going? Do you go into other people's houses or something like that? Do you take
It's
extra
full PPE? It's all Tyvek suits, respirators. I have a respirator actually that I have in my work that I carry everywhere with me, which is where I wanted to kind of bring up your take on the respirator. I was wearing my respirator in the car one day. I had a full-on face mask with cartridges on the side, everything. That very first day it all happened, I was like, I'm not getting it. So the whole day I'm in a full mask.
That's the way to do it. Don't let Diz say anything other than
Well,
that.
no,
Wear
I
that mask when you drive.
see the respirator. I totally see. That's fine. 'Cause you have the two things on the side and you can breathe through it. But this is like a little paper mask I saw this lady wearing. And that just, to me, that's just breathing in hot air, your own hot air for that matter. You know?
Well, you do that. Got everybody walking around in masks and shit like that. You know, you're living in a real life contagion. Like
I
that's
know,
what I feel
dude.
like it is right now. Is everywhere I go and see everybody in masks, I'm in a real life Tom Cruise movie.
Isn't it crazy? It's just a weird time to be alive right now. It is just weird. You can't go see your friends. I know a lot of the students, the kids, the graduates of 2020, they were getting ready to walk down the aisle, and they can't right now. So everybody flipped the light on. We flipped our porch light on for the kids. I know that the football stadium down the road at the high school in town, they flipped their lights on for the class of 2020. So I really don't have a light to flip, but congratulations to the class of 2020. Wherever you may be, if you're listening to this, hell, I don't know if kids listen to this, but if you do, congratulations, man. Go do something and live that life. And that's the kind of mask I was talking about. That's the kind of mask I was seeing that lady wear in her car. How do you wear that thing 24, like whenever you're out in your car and all that? I get on a public bus, but
well, I don't think we're supposed to be wearing them unless we're sick, right?
No, the CDC has recommended that we do wear them in public now, especially in situations where it's difficult or impossible to affect social distancing. Now, when I'm standing at the bus stop, I'm standing there by myself, so I don't put it on then. I just have it in my hand. As soon as the bus pulls up, I put it on. But there are some people that have had it recommended, especially by a doctor or medical professional, that they wear their mask at all times. I'm not one of those. I'll wear it but following the guidelines of, hey, I'm on a bus. We're too close together. I'm going to wear the mask.
Well, I just found an interesting mask. That's going
to be us in a few years. That's how we go out for our Saturday night evenings.
Like, look, I'm poor.
That's our Saturday night evenings in town. That's how we get our bow on, and we got our mask.
Just show up in that and say, I'm here for your Saturday night tonight.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so funny. We were talking about the TikTok thing. Austin, I know you're into TikTok, right? You have TikTok? You know what that is? No? I mean, you obviously know what it is, but you don't have TikTok?
TikTok is the greatest disease to ever grace planet Earth.
So are you on it?
That's the only way I can put that. I get on. I'm not on it, but I do scroll, but I don't ever TikTok.
Right.
He's a browser.
I'm granted sure one day, with this whole quarantine, I guarantee there'll be one day I'm like, I'm bored.
I'm gonna
Why
make a
not
TikTok.
one and
I'm just
pop
gonna
off.
TikTok. Yeah. My wife has been TikToking.
TikTok. I'm sure. And the only bad part about it is that. Well, the only bad part about it is I know if I get the idea to make one, I'm just gonna be like I know it'll be creative because the way I've always kind of like came along with like the way I say things in my craft is I know that I'm gonna do one, it's gonna be good, and then I'm not gonna want to stop.
Right. That's kind of how my wife is.
Just do it, man. Just do it. Make one.
Yeah, that's kind of how my wife is. She'll just swipe through TikTok.
Hey man, I made the Puddin' Pop Twitter account. So
it's Puddin' Pop. I thought it was Puddin' Brain.
I was right, dude. I thought
it was Pudding Brain.
I was right.
Puddin' Pop on TikTok.
I've always called him Pudding Brain.
Okay.
What you guys didn't listen to me.
Dizzy came up with my podcast name. And now he just came up how I pop off on TikTok. What a time to be alive. How we have come full circle.
You guys don't listen to me. Why do you ask me questions if you're just going to ignore me when I answer them? I said officially his name was Puddin' Pop, but we called him Puddin' Brain, which is absolutely the truth.
It was Puddin' Brain for the longest time. It was Max had it as Puddin' Brain for the longest.
Have you been doing
anything himself?
I think that was the first time I ever heard Puddin' Pop. I was like, what?
Puddin' Pop. No, you had a Facebook account called Puddin' Pop. I think we're still friends on Facebook, to be honest.
I did.
And as soon as I
I still have my Twitter page and I still have my Facebook. I still have all the logins for it. I could actively log right back into it.
Yeah. I remember the day that I got the friend request from Puddin' Pop, and I said, "Oh God, that's Austin Hollis. That's cool, man." Except because why not?
That was also the same night that our old man Josh Matthews. That was the same night old Josh Matthews blocked me on Twitter.
Yeah, I remember that. Oh, have you been doing any podcasting, Austin? Have you had any time to do anything?
Man, like I said, I've been doing so much. The last recent podcast I did was the one I did with CM Styles over Destroying Kayfabe.
Sure.
The other day, and after that, it's been maybe about a good 3 years since I've done a live or done anything of the such. And I did that one the other night, and hell, I missed it. I didn't think about how much I missed doing it.
The bug bites you,
time
man.
it killed and how much there is actually to it.
The bug bites you every once in a while, you know.
Oh God, it does. Like I got off with him, and I got off with all them, and I was like, man, that was fun.
Right. Like I miss this, you know. And that's the thing when I stopped doing, like when the guys and I stopped doing rambling, it took a while for me to miss it, but I legitimately missed doing a podcast with my friends and passing the time. And I know the guys missed it too. You know, they had bugged me for doing a podcast, and they said, hey, let's get together and do a podcast. And I said, well, I don't know what I want to do one on. And then I said, well, let's just do one on general topic, you know, because that's what people need right now. People want general conversations. They're stuck in a house with their significant others and maybe their children, and they're getting tired of them, and I get it. And they can't do anything with them. So why not we come on here and try to make it a little less bearable? You know,
it's something to do. It's something to do. It's a good hobby.
It is something to do. Yeah, absolutely.
Catch on to it. Hell, it's good. It's easy to run with.
Yeah, it is something to do. It's, you know, it's something, it gives you something to look forward to. And I hope everybody listening and watching this feels the same way we do. Feels the same way that, you know, we're giving you something. We're giving you us, you know, and it may not be much, but we're giving you us, and we hope you enjoy it as much as we enjoy putting it on for you. So
I'm only laughing because I look down at the camera and I see Max with the evil grin on his face.
He's had that evil grin on his face for the longest time. What are you talking about, man? Oh God. Oh Lord. Here we go. Something's going on. Let me see. Hang on. I haven't even read this yet, so I'm just going to share screen with let's see, with all of you. I have a cousin that protest. Love that. I saw in Ohio they're starting to protest. They want to open the government back up, and I'm like,
they're okay. I'm gonna try and keep this as calm and peaceful as possible.
Yeah.
There is an event that is in multiple different states. It's called Operation Gridlock. And the idea is tomorrow, actually, I think. A whole bunch of states are supposed to go to the courthouse and protest the fact that we're still on lockdown. There's a Michigan militia group that has decided that since their protest this week didn't work, they're going out and doing it armed this time instead.
That's smart.
Yeah. So
what you're saying is we're just all going to get everybody together and big mass gathering.
But good. They're not planning to wear masks. They're just planning to show up and protest at the courthouse in a big group packed tightly together, which is how you transmit COVID-19, people. Stay the fuck at home.
Well, good thing that's in Ohio, Minnesota,
Michigan.
Michigan.
Denver's
doing it in Colorado too.
They're planning to do it here. That's how I heard about it.
Oh God, Oklahoma City's doing it.
Are you serious?
Oklahoma City's doing it. There was one of the malls here. They had I think it was about 70, 80 people lined up in a parking lot at the mall. And one of the news reporters that are around here, I guess, went down there and was just kind of like staying away and was like asking why. And they were literally walking up to the reporter with like open arms, just like edging closer and closer to her. I'm like, it's okay, you're good. It's no big deal. It's fine. And he's like, get the hell back. Like,
right.
That's
what you're supposed to be doing.
When shit happens that we don't like, when us Okies don't get what we like, we get crazy.
Oh, I know. I got a buddy
it's ridiculous.
I got a buddy who's from Oklahoma. He lives in Missouri, and he's a special breed. Let me tell you that. He's a good dude, though. I love you, brother. Yeah, it's just I don't understand all of this. I don't understand. Look, we're in a pandemic. People need to stay home. You don't need to be going out. You don't need to be protesting. If you're going to protest, sign a petition. Do an online petition. Do it that way. You know, this is serious, folks. I don't know how. Do you not know how many people have passed away, have died from this disease?
Do we need a numbers update? Because I can get us a numbers update.
Yeah, send me the link and I'll put that on the screen. But do you not understand that how serious this is? Do you not understand that you all going out in a group is putting everybody else at risk? Yeah. You know?
And then exactly. You're putting those people at risk, and then the people you're putting at risk are putting other people at risk.
Exactly.
How that is, it's all a cycle. It all just travels.
Yeah, and then they're going to go.
One person could be infecting about 500 people the next 3-4 days. You never know.
Yeah, and then they're going to go out to the world, and they're going to go spread it to the person that works at Arby's because they're going to get hungry, and they're going to say, "Hey, let's go to Arby's."
Well, good thing everybody extended their. Well, I think most states didn't they pretty much extend their stay-at-home.
I understand the whole preventable. I understand the preventable argument. I do understand the preventable argument, but I think of it as this: if there's not somebody say you walk into a 7-Eleven or a Come and Go or something like that, and you go and just grab one of the little handles in a fridge, and one of fridge handles, and that's not wiped off or cleaned off probably it's that one time. That's it. You got it right there.
You got it.
And you never even knew, just by getting a bottle of Coke or getting whatever.
Yeah, you got it, man. So these are the numbers. Thank you to Max Mages for getting this. And I would assume these blouses, he was looking at them too. I don't know. But
That's not what was advertised on my screen when I had it up a second ago. So
I don't know. Anyway, this is the total number, right? Let's you know what? I'm going to give this to you, Max, because you found this. So let me know when you need me to go down.
So, I mean, this is total worldwide information right here. If we scroll down a little ways, we'll come across what looks like a spreadsheet that everything is laid out and broken down by country. So a little further, I wouldn't play with that graph. It doesn't change in our favor. This is what I'm talking about. Okay. As you can see, the U.S. is number one in total cases, in active cases, in total deaths. I'm sorry, but that's sad that we are the world leader. And I'll tell you, this is something that was pointed out to me over the last week. The two things that decide how much this is going to spread is the density of the population and the density of the population. It sounds like I repeated the same thing over and over, but some of you will grab what the second one means.
Right.
Okay. If you're going out there and you're protesting, you have now classified yourself as number 2 on the list I have just made.
Oh, you just made this? Wow.
No. I didn't make this.
Saint Pierre McKellen, is that how you pronounce it? I don't know. And Yemen are doing this right because they've only got one death, one total case, and one total case, one active case. They've only got. I guess this is new. I don't understand. I guess this is so they've got 173 cases in Saint Pierre. I don't know.
Well, no, that's based upon your 1 million population.
Okay,
that's that number.
Okay, gotcha. I was going to say, damn, they're doing it right.
So they're saying, they're saying 1 out of 173.
Damn, that's crazy. Look at this.
Nobody.
You want
38.
You want to see who's doing it right? Here, I'm going to send you this real quick.
All right.
This is where they're doing it right.
Okay. And by the way, if you haven't liked our social media pages yet, you can do so. Facebook.com/Ramblers Unleashed. You can find us on Twitter at the Ramblers Pod. And you can find the Baron at Baron Van Dam on Twitter. Max, your Twitter handle is
at Max Magus.
There you go. I didn't know if it was at Max Magus 1111 or whatever the hell. So we're going to share this too. Is this a funny? I have a feeling this is a funny. Oh, God. Hold on a minute. Let me get the screen share ready to go because I have a feeling this is going to be a funny. So describe what we're seeing here. Number of cases of coronavirus in North Korea.
0800 1. 0810 0. 0923 1. 0930 0. 1158 1. 1204 0. 4:13 p.m. 1. 4:17 p.m. 0.
I love how his ad handle is Supreme Leader.
That was one of those that took me a second. I was like, that doesn't. Okay, never mind. I get it.
Oh my God. Oh.
That's how you handle the coronavirus.
That's one way. That's one way to do it.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
All righty, guys. I think we've run out of time. So, Austin, man, thank you again for joining us and hanging out with us tonight, brother. Give us your Twitter handles and all that. And how can people get a hold of you and talk to you and communicate with you during these trying times?
My new Twitter. All right, my new personal Twitter. My new personal Twitter is at the Real Hollis with an underscore.
The Real _
That's all my
Hollis.
social media entails. So you can find me. It's the full The Real Hollis with the underscore at the very end. You can you can find all my social media under that tag.
Okay, I'm gonna go look that up right now. So that's how people can get a hold of you on the Twitter feeds.
You can find me on Twitter mainly.
Nice. That's awesome. Well, thank you, brother. We appreciate you coming on and hanging out with us. And we hope you stay safe. I know you're considered Max is considered an essential employee. You're considered an essential employee. So stay safe, guys. Seriously. Stay safe, man. And we're gonna do this. And we're gonna do this again next week, fellas. We have anything else to say?
We'll do it. I'll always y'all as well.
See you later.
See you later.
Next Saturday, possibly. Yes.
That is not what I needed to play.
I'm going to say the same thing I say at the end of every show since we've been back. Stay the fuck at home.
Stay home. Absolutely.
Stay home.
Absolutely. All righty, guys and girls, you stay safe. You stay home. And until next week, we'll talk to you. Bye-bye.
Peace.
Thanks for tuning in to Ramblers Unleashed. Follow us on Facebook at Ramblers Unleashed. And join us next time for another Ramblers Unleashed.